What's up, everyone? Finn here at Project Edge 2D. How's all the gals and ghouls out there? We are back with more Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. And of course we're doing the Road to Ninja. And let us talk to Jackie. Let's see, Jackie wishes to discuss the plan for recovering the remaining treasures. Oh there, Elfin, we've a rough job ahead of us, and that's a fact. Matters are tangled enough with the Mort snapping at our heels, but we still managed to grapple that first trinket without too much fuss. Fighting back them other two treasures, though, that'll be a different story. Once the stray gets here, I'll explain what, or more to the point, who we're up against. Alright, two baubles left on the list. The Silver Sorrows and the Black Sarcophagus. Let's see where we're at. Boy, where's Spirit got to? Underfoot? He's still looking to whittle the tail behind that bleeding sarcophagus. We'll not be clogging that stinker until we've at least an inkling as to what the bloody thing looks like. Treasure aside, I've been doing some digging of me own into these execution allies of the grinning curs, and I'm afraid the name weren't no coincidence. Elfin, you've heard of the bloody executioner, I hope. It seems them curs who's feeding from the fable of one of the nation's greatest pirate powers. This ain't no ordinary crew of cutthroats, lad. Then Mensa, the bloody executioners, wield the power and influence second only to the Admiral herself. They was none too fond of Merlin or her prohibition on piracy, and it was only the overwhelming threat posed by the growing empire that eventually convinced them to play nice with the democracy. Pirates ain't ones to play nice for long. Now that one-eyed ain't around to helm the ship, the solidarity of the bloody executioners has begun to show cracks. All the strongest captains and lieutenants have begun to form their own factions and are scrabbling to claim the top chair for themselves. Of course, not one bloody code can agree with another which way the executioner ought to sail. Among these new factions, though, is a group that is pushing to break free of the Admiral's grip completely. Turns out these reformists, as they call themselves, was the ones as took the grinning curs under their wing. Which means they've got possession of the last two treasures we've yet to employ. Rumors around town say that even the executioners, these covers, bloody and ruthless, and not to be crossed. We should sit this one out, Jackie. Piss on this contest, it ain't worth this kind of grief. We'd be inviting the wrath of a crew so large and dangerous that even the Emerald ain't keen on coming to blows with them. If they ever come after us, large or small, it don't much matter. They broke the code when they hit that maelstrom tub. Aye, the grinning curs are paying for that crime, but we'd be poor sodding excuses of rogues if we let the real culprits carry on unpunished. I mean, to see the job to the end, and that means fighting back them treasures and handling out proper justice to them as deserved. But Jackie, listen, with all the infighting going on at present, us stabbing a short blade into our faction's toe ain't like to bring the whole executioner crew down on our heads. Besides, them reformist buggers are so far split from the main mob that they've been avoiding the city altogether. Now it's about time we got to work, to track down our black market contact. I see him looking into the Kurds' new allies a while back, so he should have some answers for us by now. The veil has lifted by this morn. I'll put the old man at his haunt in Lower Lancia here. Take this sack of blunt and pay a visit to the horse in sticks. That's Cobble territory if you didn't know. The old man bribes them for and hires the meanest sod as bodyguards. Just be ready for your approach to be challenged. I've dealt with worse. I've dealt with Titan for crying out loud. And he was no pushover. Alright, defeat the Black Musketeers bodyguards at the House of Sticks. Which is where lower to see. House of Sticks, right there. Now that's up there. Let's see. Eastern. Of course, that one's way up there. Well, I could go to Costa del Sol. That's what I'll do. Travel, teleport, Costa del Sol, and move south. Alright. That way, bring Co out. Large buffalo. From here, head south. And we should be pretty well close to our target, so it shouldn't take too long to find it for them or whatever, I hope. Is there a tank on a rather large mean bomb there? And this way. some baggage of which I might leave you before we begin our conversation in earnest. Yes, I do. Have a bag. Please, a heavy burden for one of your tender years to bear, but its weight has balanced the scales. The sum is paid and the deal is made. Let us speak of these foremost. This faction that so wronged the code now seeks to peddle one of its stolen treasures, the earrings better known as the Silver Sorrows. The deal, it is said to take place at Costa del Sol. The buyer, a money merchant from the golden sands of Ulda. The earrings will be out in the open. Vulnerable, I would target the moment of transaction, were I so inclined, as the gentleman up there may by the cabin appears to be, where he purchased this self-same information. Though he attempts to disguise his identity, the stench of a soldier yet lingers. I know not where one such as he came to learn of my existence, but I suspect he works for a certain yellow-coated captain. Gaha, brave she is, but foolish. Stumble blindly into the underworld, and your groping hands will not save you from the holes at your feet. Sudden shall be her fall. So I gotta go back north. Your coast is so. I just came from there, damn it. Oh well. Time to head back. Stuck there. How that happened? Let me in. I've got important news. Jackie, got news for you. Welcome back, Innocent. What information did the old man have on them phones? Looking to unload them earrings, are they? Ah, to an Ulda, no less. Can't say as I'm surprised to hear the buyers from out of town. You won't find many links willing to melt coin on them cold selling. Only the daftest of sods will go about funding them as means to pull down the average. Huh? One of to assume the Yellow Jackets know that we know what we know, and that means we best get our arses to Costa del Sol correctly now. I'll handle this one, Jackie. You know if we can wait here. Why, Bigby, what in the hell is she playing at? After her, lad. She knows this ain't a solo job. Travel, teleport. Back to Costa del Sol. She wouldn't be acting as an informant, would she? I told you to wait at the guild. I don't need... Well, it might be as I could use an extra cove in the shadows after all. Jackie has his mind set on punishing the execution, but me, I just want to skulk in, cloy with them silver bits, skulk out. I reckon that if I could manage that with more the wiser, then they wouldn't know who to come after. Finish the job without drawing me daggers, you know? It ain't exactly true to the code, but the shield of underworld honor won't stop them bleeding killers from cutting me mates' throats and setting the sisters a glimmer. The guild's the only place what offered to take in a pirate stray like me, and I'll not see it burn to the ground. The deal's about to start. Say the wind when you're in to head in. Alright, here's what we know. The rich merchant wants to come over from Ulda in some old mate of Master Cole has owns Costa del Sol. Grunge taking his guards in dancing dells and pranced off down the beach someplace, giving over the use of the entire resort to his friend. Seems she didn't want an audience for her bargain with the reformists, which, as it happens, works out well for us. Wait until they're busy haggling over price and snatch the sorrows and hop the twig before they realize aught amiss. Sound like a plan? It's a plan, but I don't think it's gonna be that easy. Trying to do some of the shortened abbreviations of words to do pirate talk. Ugh. There, the players arrive. Reformist counter, and the Ulda buyer are setting up on the southeast platform. The earrings ought to be nearby. Think about where are all these other holes. This place was meant to be empty. I see some nasty looking blokes in blue garb, and are those ornaments? Ugh, that merchant's brought along a whole bloody entourage. I've gone and got ahead of myself. I should have realized the job would never be that easy. We'll have to mill a few of them bodyguards first, I reckon. You don't want to fight through the forest of blades should you get caught sneaking about up on them narrow walkways. Jackie, I thought I'd stow your excuses, love. I know full well what you were about. You start going soft on us, though, and it'll be like losing one of me arms. I can't take on the bloody action all by myself. It's only 'cause I've got rogues like you and underfoot and here that we at the guild can take the jobs it does. When our coves walk the shadows, it's the bleeding pirates what do the trembling. Remember that, Vicky. We ain't some two guild robbers that piss their breeches when they're daddlers caught in the honeypot, or the knives and the dartings, and no bastard wants to go blade to blade with the likes of us. I see you've not changed your mind then. You'll need all the stabbers you can get, and I promise mine be there when you need them. Benny, now let's carve a path to that platform and fight back the nearing. Maybe you hide yourself down by the docks in case the marks escape during the fight. Elephant, you and me split up and mill the guards as we go. It's them puppets that's concern me most. I suggest we crush them little buggers before they can bring any rum fun. Creep in as close as you dare and click them right and twist the glazers. Most bulls think a rogue stab them in the back, but a sneaky attack from the front can be just as lethal. Once you're done with the first group, slip back into the shadows and move on to the next. Not to it. I'll head over to the back while you start in from the front. Let's wrap this up before them jackets blunder in and scare off our marks. Sneaky, sneaky. No one mentioned aught about rogues. What in the hell do you think you're doing? I am conducting a business transaction on behalf of the bloody executioners. Do you understand what that means? Do you know what they'll do to you? I'm all frightened. Odd then that you're the one who's shaking. Don't much matter to me who you work for. Your bosses broke the code and we're here to collect. That'd be the Silver Sorrows. Then, I'm sure you paid a cavern of coin for them shiny baubles. I doubt they're worth your life. Let's have them then. Wait, damn you. You should know that this patron is an extremely influential member of the East Alvern Trading Company. Surely you've heard of them. If the threat of reprisal will not stray your hand, and consider the political ramifications of interfering with a foreign dignitary. The Admiral would not desire you to damage Lince's relations with Ulda. Yes, exactly. I'm very highly placed in Ulda society. I have powerful friends who could not be pleased were you to mistreat me in any fashion. And you must understand the Silver Sorrows are a historical treasure, a gift once bestowed upon Sultan Nasha Nul Nash by her champion. Earrings were later stolen from the royal vault, and we lost hope to ever recovering them. That I might so easily purchase them thus is a miracle. Return of these trinkets will be, that is to say, the sorrows must be returned to Ulda. Can you not look the other way for the sake of the nation's pride? You must think me some dull-witted thug. If this deal was being made on behalf of your country, why are you sneaking about on consorting with pirates? Excellent point. One might doubt your quality of character were you to continue with these feeble fabrications. You need only entrust those earrings to me should you truly wish to see them return to Ulda. That is, after all, 'twas fulfill that very purpose that theocracy bid on the sorrows in the first place. It late there, ain't you, Captain? I think you'll agree this realm belongs to us. On the contrary, my dear scoundrel, I made the winning move the moment I knew we were dealing with the merchant of Ulda. I come bearing an official order of seizure authorized by the Admiral herself. You will not be harmed, but I must insist that you cooperate with us reclaim the unlawful obtained goods. Costa del Sol is a private property, it nevertheless lies within state-governed territory. Go on quietly, and we need not inconvenience Master Gunner any further. These suspects will be taken into Yellow Jacket custody, and do not concern yourself with the Silver Sorrows. They'll be quite safe with me. Bust. The hell's that? Take that canary-colored harpy. Might as well have handed the things to her on a velvet cushion. I'll go find Underfoot and help him with his digging. There's still the last treasure out there, and you can be sure the reformists won't be giving it up without a fight. You do that. Then luck to you, love. There you are. You left before events had truly been decided, and I thought you deserved to know the score. Though the merchant has listened to our request and surrendered the Silver Sorrows into our keeping, We've also apprehended the reformist accountant and will be holding him for further questioning. Oh, warn an associate of the bloody executioners. You yellowjackets don't flinch from your duty, I'll give you that. And what's this I hear about you buying information, Captain? I thought you'd sooner die than associate with elements of the underworld. I will do what I must to stay ahead of this challenge, and that Musketeer's knowledge was vital to the case. It's true I might find his practices distasteful, but he is no pirate. It is the fading era of piracy which I mean to consign to the history books, and that chapter will never be fully closed until every pirate spawned relic, including you and your guild, becomes a thing of the past. Valiant and forthright, these are the words by which the Yellowjackets live. It is the manner in which we protect Minsa. I swore an oath on the graves of my sisters. No more shall the innocent suffer at the hands of these scavenged buccaneers, these unruly killers. And a grand oath it is. Me, I've gotten me fables full just keeping the code intact. But the code is a keep a vote too. You get down to it, and since I've sworn to uphold it, I've no intention of stepping aside and letting you trample all over me or me codes. In fact, you'd be better off giving it now before matters get proper serious. Just say ye sorry, admit defeat, and we'll leave it at that. You audacity knows no bounds. I am done wasting words. I shall reclaim that last treasure, and then I will look on victorious as your guild is dismantled brick by brick. That's the spirit, Captain. Just don't forget to keep an eye on them earrings. The city's crawling with rows, you know. Could keep the sorrows in a bloody lockbox in a coral tower, but look away for a moment, and one of me goes will bite him. He's right back. Come on, then, back to the sisters for us. Have a bit of Mountain Dew there. Alright. Back to the city. And then we'll get our goods. Put that quest in. I can't talk anymore. Let's read. So back to the sisters. Turn it in. Goods. And we start the next shop. Run, the heart is run. Ever get one of those moments where you just get a cough that just doesn't go away? Stuck with it for a couple of days. Just doesn't go away. Like congestion from the winter. After all that hard work, True made off with the spoils. As far as her damn contest goes, I suppose it makes us even. It'll be the last treasure this black sarcophagus set aside as the victor. Whatever the reformists are doing to keep it Bob, we can bet your grandma's teeth there'll be soon some blade work needed before the job is done. Get yourself ready for a proper spray. See iron. Take that. Nice. Now, on to the next. What's this? Is the pipe. Nice. Check these robes out the last treasure. Won't be long now before we cloy the winning piece and put this daft challenge to bed. Alright, I've gathered the other coves for a meeting, so let's get down to it. Yes. Long bloody last, the black sarcophagus has given up its secrets. Barefoot, you got some news for us? Aye, Jackie, I think half our troubles, the truth of it lay in calling this nasty thing a treasure. The black sarcophagus ain't no dipper bauble. It's the Mark L. Vegetech mine, a bleed prototype explosive that was bitten from an Imperial transport vessel. And even though it ain't that big, maybe the size of a small cargo box, they say the blast to have enough kick to incinerate a bloody behemoth. Seems the burn is meant to start production of at their factory in La Nausea, then distribute the mines through Castrum Marium, lucky some plucky privateer deployed the prototype en route, then an experimental weapon? That explains why the theocracy was so bleeding eager to bid at the auction, and so reluctant to share the details with us. At least now we know the what, but there's still the question of where. Kurz delivered the bitten goods to the reformers, and that much is certain. What happened to the sarcophagus after that, though, we ain't so sure. They've been no reports on huge explosions, right? So either the executioners still have the mine, or they peddled it to some other buyer. The reformers faction came together out of their shared hatred for the Admiral and her ways. I'm guessing they didn't employ the bomb just to sell it. What is this? Tony? Letter for you, Jackie. Says it's urgent. Letter? Who's it from? The old man. I found it while I was sorting through our daily deliveries. Let's see now. Come to Theos, I have urgent news. I've never known the old man to summon a customer. No one's seen him at his usual haunts for a while. So do you reckon it is some rum morsel he's dug up just for us? Aye, could be. Enough and you and me are headed to Theos Underfoot Mickey. We're to take another stab at pinning down the location of the sarcophagus. Guarantee they're gonna use it to plant somewhere below the Emerald and whatnot to bits, but I guess we'll see what they plan to do. So where are we going? To Upper Lunacia. So no. It's just lovely. There's travel teleport. Let's see. Alright. Here's Bronze Lake then. Alright, cool. throwing in the towel. Giggle. You're wasting your time, darling. We opened the Scragg's wrinkled throat bells ago. Another person that needs to get a butt kicking. You cross the bloody executioners and you get what's coming to you. You like our message? Wasn't sure you'd fall for it, but a little mystery goes a long way. Oh, now don't be like that, darling. Me and me mates didn't have much choice. When the boss says go play with the rogues, then we gotta go play with the rogues. After all, we never asked you to come ruin our game, now did we? And don't give me no long-winded speech about your precious code. Performance vision stretches far beyond what them tired old rules is good for. Once Captain Ashford takes command of the executioners, he'll give us back the teeth we lost when we submitted to the Emerald's leash. Be the terrors of the sea once more, free to roam and plunder in a new age of pirate. And I'll bathe in blood to see that age come to pass. I'll kick down your shite sticking code and have all your sneaky heads on a chopping block. Like hells you will, the only sentence that can be passed today is yours. Well, hello there, darling. Ain't you a fine looking lad? I've heard all this prowl before. Free to pillage and plunder, is it? Aye, it all sounds grand, but you don't think of the price. That's shite stinking code is the only thing that what keeps you bloody codes from milling one another. Without it, without Linsa to call home, you'd be a graft in the ocean on organs. But if you're so keen to keep company with the dead, I'll be sodden happy to oblige. Sigh, you was prettier with your gob shut. I can see I'm what we depth here. As much as I'd like to lop off your noggins, I'll have to be satisfied with dragging the two of you out into the wilds. Kept me well out of the way, haven't I? Out with it then. Haha, ain't it obvious? You stubborn scrags is looking to swipe our new toy. My job was to stall you. Captain is the line with them right now is set to show the rest of the executions that he's got the stones to sit in the leader's chair. And what better way to do it than executing the bitch that snapped the chains of our armor? He's targeting the Emperor himself, planning to blow up the command room, ain't you? Aye, you'd have me permission to panic, of course. If you'd rather steer clear of the city, I'd be glad to keep you company right here, sweet meat. Can't I just kick her butt? Oh, come on. Let me. We've got this mad Mort at our mercy, but she seems to be enjoying herself. I'd better drag her back to the guild and see what the other information she'll spill. I need you back in this as well, but we've business at the foremast first. You should find Captain Mill at her post there. Forget about the sodden challenge and tell her everything we know. Unless we judgment's well off kilter, she'll do what needs to be done. Foremast, which is Middle Lancia. Okay, it's not too far. Travel, teleport to middle. I need code. Alright, let's get going. We got some executioners to bloody up. the sorrows, have ye? Well, ye shan't have them. As you can see, they're safely clasped upon my very own. You're not here for the earrings. The emerald, you say? And you are sure these fiends are in possession of the sarcophagus? Let's employ more sentries at once. Do you think this wins our challenge, Rogue? And you can relay as much to your impudent guildmaster. I suppose you can thank him for warning us. Alright. Report. Yeah, get back and he's either on the floor or missing. Maybe. Guess we're about to find out. Can't say it's a good thing. What's up? Who's who? What's what? Where's where? Yes. Jackie. So the jackets are on the move. Biddy, I've been listening to that ad pirate Chackle since I got her back to the sister, but she's given us not what we didn't already know. We know more than enough. I say we rally the rogues and go after that line before it blows up in our lungs. You need all the edge you can get for what's to come, so let's introduce you to a stronger venom. This one's called the Kiss of the Viper. It don't mix well with the wasp venom, so don't forget to wash your blades and recoat them when you want to switch poisons. I know, you think it. Why not just stick with Viper venom all the time? Both types have their unique applications. Given time and practice, I'm sure a charming cove like yourself figure out which kiss works best in each situation. Sweet. Snail, increasing physical damage dealt by 10%. Shares his recast time and casting. Okay. Well, that's it for 6 and 7? Part 6 and 7? I think. Yeah. So I've been Inelfin, and this has been the Rogue storyline, and I will see you girls and ghouls in the next video. Till then, like, favorite, subscribe, and all that.